Hello everyone, welcome back to The Wolf. So as you have seen in the thumbnail and in the title, I will be discussing the bearish targets for Bitcoin and why I see that the Bitcoin's price can see bearishness in the coming weeks. So first of all, let me make some things clear that I am bearish on Bitcoin for sure. Because of the current price action, I expect a huge dump in the price of Bitcoin, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, but I believe that it has to happen for a healthy price movement. I also want the price of Bitcoin to pump towards the upside, but in a healthy way and not in a manipulated way. I know for a fact that Bitcoin will cross $100,000 very soon, but I want the price to cross that level in an original way rather than being manipulated by insiders and big whales and big companies. So this is what I really want, and that's why I'm explaining these types of analysis to you guys. No one will ever talk about it, and influencers just leave them. They don't have any knowledge. 99% of the influencers don't have any knowledge of what they speak. They just copy other people and that's it. So yeah, let me just share my analysis with you guys. Don't be greedy whenever you see a huge pump in the price like this, because it is a trap and you can make money one time, two time, but you will lose a lot, that's for sure. And you'll just end up being an exit liquidity for other big traders. So yeah, let me get straight to the point now. Alright, so I have done and shown this analysis a lot of times in my past videos, that the price of Bitcoin is pumping in a straight line without any much rejection, or I would say correction. To be honest, you can clearly see price of Bitcoin is pumping in a straight line towards the upside without much volume. You can clearly see not much volume, still the price is pumping towards the upside and volume is very less. And as you can see, this candle right here, this one right over here, this one, volume is very less as compared to the election day. Still we saw the price of Bitcoin pumping from $79,000 all the way up till $89,000. This means $10,000 in plus. So this is very ridiculous for the price of Bitcoin, I will say, because it is all manipulation done at the back end. And sorry for the background noise, and please try to concentrate on the video. So what I'm trying to say is we have to see a huge dump towards the downside rather than just a pump. And let me tell you why is the price pumping. It is because of the manipulation from the USDT Tether, printing of Tether. No one is telling you about that. They are not doing any audit at all, scamming hundreds of billions of dollars every week and every month. And not only this, but many famous and popular people and corporations are manipulating the price of Bitcoin for their gains and using all of you guys as exit liquidity. And you don't know the future. You really think that Bitcoin is the future? Bitcoin was made as a peer-to-peer currency for trading, to replace dollar, not to replace gold actually. But people have now seeing Bitcoin as an investment rather than using it as P2P. And in the future, the most of the Bitcoin supply will be held in America, and big companies and big people will hold the supply of Bitcoin, and they will trick you in thinking that you own the supply. But no, they will own the supply. They will create the top and bottom and make money. And this is how Bitcoin will be. It will turn from decentralized to centralized. So people say that Bitcoin cannot be controlled. Well, it can be controlled. There are many loopholes that you don't know about. So rather than just following the white paper, it's better to run your mind as well. So first analysis I have shown you guys. Now time for a second analysis. I am on the Bitcoin's CME futures chart, and I have shared this analysis with you guys. There is a huge gap up opening at the 11th of November which left a gap in between. You can clearly see at $79,000 a huge gap has been left, and there are pretty high chances that the price of Bitcoin can again fall towards the downside to complete this gap. Because if you look at the history never ever lies, and it always repeats itself. You can clearly see we saw a gap over here, it got filled over here, and not only this, we saw a gap over here which got filled over here again. Simple. And every time whenever there is a huge gap in between, most of the times, I would say 95 to 99% of the times, Bitcoin price tend to fill that gap. So there are high chances price of Bitcoin will fall towards the downside and will come at $77,000, or I pray that it comes and falls more towards the downside, because it is necessary for the price of Bitcoin to happen, and rather than just pumping in a straight line and being manipulated. So I hope you have understand my two important analysis, and I would say more than these analysis, there has to be a strong belief. You have to run your mind, use common sense, see logic, ask a question that why this is happening, why that is happening. Then you will understand that the price of Bitcoin is heavily getting manipulated, and it is necessary for the price of Bitcoin to dump towards the downside heavily for a good price action in the future, rather than just pumping in a straight line getting manipulated. So yes guys, this is it for today's video. I hope you understand my analysis on Bitcoin, and I am bearish on Bitcoin, and I hope the price of Bitcoin falls towards the downside and not just pump in a straight line, because this really indicates the greediness in the market and the manipulation that is happening in the market right now. And I hope that the price of Bitcoin, and not just the price, the whole Bitcoin is safe from manipulation. But it is what it is. I mean, the world's first cryptocurrency and the topmost cryptocurrency is getting manipulated very easily, and so does overall crypto market as well. And yeah, don't be greedy and don't buy the top or the green. Wait for a bottom. Whenever the price is falling towards the downside, wait for that moment to enter in a long position or buy Bitcoin. Okay, take decisions on your own and do learn from your mistakes. And yeah, if you want to trade Bitcoin, you can do that on Bybit. Link is in the description and in the pinned comments, or else you can create an account on any exchange you want. Just go to the search browser and search for any crypto exchange and create an account, but don't fall for scams. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.